last couple of hours of track and field action in Boston with a very good women's 1,500 meters. Why is it so good, Trey? Well, lots of reasons why, including Tsegay being in the field.
This woman right here, the range, the competitiveness, the medals she's got back at home. Just an unbelievable athlete in any single event. She can win the 10K, she's won the 5, she's won the 15, she's got the world record in this event. And then we've got on the other side of that coin is the precocious, the newcomer, Addie Wiley, the high school record holder in the mile, just signed a professional contract, just turned pro just a few weeks ago, Paul.
Yeah, she was competing last year for Huntington University, where she won 8 NAIA titles in one season, and that was enough to convince her that maybe there was a reason to focus on her racing and running career as a professional. So she toes the line in this fabulous field. You see the two Spaniards there, as we had earlier on in the 3,000. Some solid competition from the Ethiopian contingent. Always a great crowd supporting the Ethiopians here in Boston. And the pace setters out in front. Kate Mitchell of the United States and Canada's Aurora Rinda. That's Mitchell in front. Will carry him through the first 600 meters or 3 laps on the track. You see Tsegay sitting in effectively third, and then behind her is Hylom, wearing hip number 10, just 18 years of age. Last summer, Trey, she broke the African U20 record that was held by the legendary Faith Kipyegon.
Yeah. Taking down the record of the queen of the middle distance is not something to scoff at. Only 18 years of age. I think that's almost just young enough to not know what you don't know, and to come in with reckless abandon and just say, nah, I'm just going to race. I'm not going to overthink this. No pressure. Sitting on Gudaf Tsegay's back shoulder. Not a bad place to be, but we'll find out here soon enough. This is a very, very quick race. This isn't like the 3K. You can't settle in. This is all gas.
4 laps to go now as Rinda tries to carry the pace through that light strip, going at about 3:54 pace, just off that world indoor record, 3:50, 3:09. As Rinda now steps aside, Tsegay and Hylom now going to take this race and race those lights back to Tanaka, who's back there in third, a prolific racer for Team Japan, but well back. And then the rest of the field, that includes Addie Wiley, who's back in 6th position as they come up with 3 laps to go.
It seems like exactly kind of what we saw like in the men's 1,000. It was a very, very decided effort that no one decided to go with. It was this is 2 women versus the lights. 2 of the best in the world right now at this distance. One seasoned, one with a whole closet full of medals, and the other trying to follow in her footsteps.
And if you're watching at home, you have to appreciate this on 2 different levels. These 2 women running so fast in front, but that group in the chase, they're not running slowly. Under 4 minutes in a race of this distance is high quality performance. In fact, the American record in this event is just a shade under 4 minutes indoors. We'll see how the rest of this race unfolds in the back of the pack, but there in splendid isolation is Tsegay and Hylom as they will reach the line and hear the bell.
You can get a real perspective on the distance they put on the field. Indoors, there's not a lot of places to pass. If Hylom is going to do it, she's got to do it now.
As they head down the backstretch for the final time, this race in front, with the world record holder still in front, but being tested by the 18-year-old in the final stretch. Tsegay is going to win this one, I think, by a couple of strides. It'll be a quick sub-4-minute performance as the rest of the field comes through. Unofficially now confirmed, 3:58.11 is a new meet record. Tsegay breaking the mark by Regina Jacobs that was set back in 2003. So 21 years later, the world record holder delivers a high performance win in the women's 1500 meters, getting a test from the teenager.
And you can see right there, just literally taking her under her wing, towing her through to this just classy performance. See, that tape must be pretty strong. It was almost there. She turns around with a little bit of disgust after 1500 meters. There's not a ton left in the tank at the end there, but just from start to finish, looked like an easy training run for Gudaf Tsegay, and really impressive by Berke Hylom.
See the final results. Ethiopians go 1 and 2 as they take the victory here. But the world record holder with a win in Boston, and she's down with Lewis Johnson.
Gudaf, tell me about the win today, and what are you hoping for this year in the Olympic year, which potentially in Paris for you?
Olympic is for athletes a big one competition, but 100% my focus is Olympic. I think this one 2024 my first time competition. Under 40, I run under 40. I'm so happy. Yeah.
How did this race today tell you that you're on pace for something special later this year?
The pacemaker, good pacemaker. But I think problem is, I think for me, that is very good because this is my first time competition 2024. But good start for me, under 4, I run under 4, yeah.
Excellent start. Gudaf, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Paul, great day, huh?
It was a great day, fabulous venue here, showcasing the elite stars on the road to Paris. The NCAA Indoor Championships are going to be here. We hear the tickets are going to be tough to get. This is a great addition to the infrastructure for the sport in the U.S.
It's an amazing facility, and kudos to the NCAAs for figuring out, hey.
What's up, track fans? Welcome and welcome back to the channel. This is JUC. So we have a 1,500 meter race, and a dramatic one in that we have one of the most dramatic final laps, and this is because we have two people from the same country, and that is Tsegay versus Hylom, fighting to get the medal, to get the qualification to the next to the Olympics. So guys, what happens when two elite 1,500 meter runners reach the final lap with victory hanging by a thread? You get absolute madness, because this race was not decided in the opening laps. It wasn't decided halfway through the race. It was decided in the 400 meters. And guys, when that bell rang, Gudaf Tsegay and Hylom suddenly found themselves in a completely different race. For the opening stages, guys, the athletes were carefully measuring each other. Nobody wanted to burn their energy too early. Every stride was calculated, every position mattered. But then came that moment when everyone had been waiting. The bell went on, and one lap to go, Tsegay immediately began moving. She knew that if she waited too long, Hylom could steal the race, and then with a devastating finish kick. But guys, Hylom wasn't backing down. She stayed right there. The two runners were locked together as they charged into the backstretch. The pace was rising, the pressure was rising, and suddenly the entire field was being stretched apart. Tsegay looked determined to take control, but Hylom was still fighting. She refused to let Tsegay escape. They came toward the final bend, and this was where the race began to explode. And Tsegay attacks. She starts driving her arms harder, her strides opened up, and she was throwing everything into those final meters. Hylom tried to respond, but now Tsegay had found another gear. The gap began to appear, and just a few meters, then a few more. Hylom desperately chasing, but Tsegay was charging towards the finish like she can see victory already. The crowd was doing its things, roaring. The final stretch is approaching, and now guys, about who can survive. Tsegay refuses to slow down. Hylom is giving everything she has left, but the finish line is getting even more closer. 10 meters to go, 5, and there it is, guys. Gudaf Tsegay takes the win with a 3.58.11. What a performance, guys, we see from Tsegay and also from Hylom. This coming on from two country women. So guys, what a battle between these two athletes. Hylom pushed Tsegay all the way to the line, but when the decisive moment arrived, Tsegay had the response, and this was simply a 1,500 meter race. It was a test of patience, a test of strength, a test of tactical intelligence. But guys, I would say we also had some exciting performances from the United States. We had Emily McKay coming in fourth with 4.05. Also, we had a great performance from an American, also Adi Wiley with 4.07. We also had Danny Jones with 4.07 as well, 0.83, coming in at 7th position. So guys, what a race it has been, and if this has something to communicate, guys, it is that the entire race comes down to one lap, and this time, guys, that lap belonged to Gudaf Tsegay from Ethiopia. Do let me know what you think about this race, guys. Let's meet in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video, and drop a comment, a positive one for that matter, on the comment section below. Let's meet in the next race.